Hi. Well, first I'm going to have to give you a warning about today's video. It may contain a little XXX material at the beginning, but I don't think you'll be too offended. And then we're going to go on to our program, which I think today you're going to find is pretty interesting. So let's get started. So I've been meeting people continually for coffee, and I'm amazed at how many people have called me and said, "Hey, can I take you up on your coffee? Do you want to meet for an hour and let's chat?" I recently met a gentleman named Jason who was very a nice guy. Wasn't really a domainer, but had a bunch of domain names. Kind of got them later on. He was into another line of business, and he picked them up. Had a great conversation with him. I'm building out 5 sites for him through nichewebsites.com to start, and I learned a lot from him as well as he learned a lot from me about the business. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I'm going to continue to have these meetings if people want to get together and have a coffee because I find them mutually beneficial. I can actually learn from other people, and other people can actually learn something from me, so it's great. Like I said, I never make them pay for the coffee because I don't want to feel like taking advantage of them, even though it's only $1, whatever it is. So I pay for the coffees. Just call me, book a time, let's get together. So let's go. Here's your video. So my wife has been bugging me about how come I have an hour for people I've never met, but she doesn't even get an hour for sex. And I said, well, you can have an hour for sex, but then we're going to have to go 12 times and I'll be dead. And I said, is that what you want? And are you trying to kill me? And she quietly left the room and realized that if she did kill me and we had sex 12 times in an hour, there'd be nobody to make any money to pay for the bills. So we got that over with fast, and I don't think she's going to mention that again. Anyway, that's your XXX fact of the day. The other ish thing is it's unrelated to domains. It's just interesting, and some of you may or may not know this. That Jerry Seinfeld has an addiction to Superman. In every Seinfeld episode, he either mentions the word Superman, or you will see in the background on his bookcase or variously moved around the apartment, you'll find a Superman figurine. But in every episode, there is something to do with Superman. Not important as it relates to domains, just something I thought I'd tell you because it's interesting. So here we go. Today's topic is how to optimize your posts and pages in WordPress to get the maximum SEO value in the search engines. So that's what we're going to talk about, and that's what we're going to do. So when you do a post or when you do a page in WordPress, you need to make sure, and I'm going to give you about 18 things that you need to make sure you do to maximize the search volume. So the first thing is make sure that the title contains. Let's assume I'm doing this on. Let's see, what should I pick? Let's pick. I don't know, nail polish, only because somebody made me an offer on nail polish. So let's start with nailpolish.com. It's not my domain name, so free publicity for somebody else. So in the title, you want to make sure that the title contains the keyword nail polish. You also want to make sure that the title begins with the keyword. So you can put something like nail polish dash the greatest thing since sliced bread, or make your nails look pretty, or whatever you want to put. Obviously, I'm not very good with nail polish. I don't actually have any nail polish. I don't even do clear polish. Anyway, so make sure the title contains the keyword. Make sure the title begins with the keyword. Make sure the title contains at least 3 words in it after. So the title should have at least 3 words in the title. So again, nail polish dash red nail polish makes you feel sexy. Who knows? And then make sure the title contains no more than 66 characters. So anything longer than that, and it's going to not help you in the search engine. So keep those 4 things in mind. Title contains a keyword, title begins with a keyword, title contains at least 3 keywords, at least 3 words, and make sure the title contains no more than 66 characters. As far as the URL goes, so make sure, for those of you that are familiar with WordPress, you'll know what a permalink is. Make sure that the title of your permalink contains your keywords. So the page name could be nailpolish.com/red nail polish, and that's your permalink. So at least it has nail polish in the permalink. As far as the meta stuff goes, now this is still important despite what some SEO people will tell you. And if you ask 6 SEO people, they'll give you 6 different opinions on anything to do with search engine optimization. So right now you're just getting one opinion, which is mine, so I'll continue. Make sure that the description has a description for the meta tag contains your keyword. Obviously you want to put nail polish in the meta tag description. And make sure that the meta tag description is only up to 160 characters and no more. Some people put way more thinking it's going to help them. It doesn't. So only make sure that your meta tag description for that page has 160 characters. Make sure your description of your meta tag begins with the keyword. So you can start with nail polish is or was or should be, and then go on for 160 characters and stop. But make sure it starts with it. And make sure that the keywords meta tag contains the keyword. So make sure that the keywords meta tag contains the keyword where you list those keywords under the meta description usually. Make sure that one of those tags is actually nail polish. The next thing is make sure on your heading, anywhere in the post, could be if it's 2-3 paragraphs long or whatever, make sure that you have an H1 tag that contains your keyword. So it could be the benefits of nail polish, or cool things to do with nail polish, or other uses for nail polish. So make sure that the H1 tag is there. You do an H1 tag and it contains your keyword as a heading. And then also when you're doing a heading in an H1 tag, make sure that the keyword begins the H1 tag. So that's why I put it at the front end. Make sure it's nail polish, whatever. But just make sure that so you're doing H1 tags and you're making sure that the H1 tag contains your keyword and it also starts with your keyword. Now these can be 2 separate H1 tags. It could be a guide to using nail polish, and then the next paragraph could be nail polish, the ultimate fuel for your car. We know that's not true, but as long as you get the point that it can be in the middle of one, at the end of one, but on one it also needs to be in the beginning. Okay. Now, as far as content goes, make sure that the content of the page or the post contains at least 500 words. It's important that it has at least 500 words because then it shows the search engines that it's a real article, and obviously make sure it's a real article. Make sure it's not just a copied article from eZine articles or Find articles. Or when Google does all those Panda and Penguin updates, those are the sites that get killed and moved way down. All of my sites are original content, so therefore, usually when they do an update, my sites aren't punished, they're actually rewarded, and they usually move up. I just recently did Tennessee civillawyer.com, and it's ranking already top 10. So, I mean, make sure you use at least 500 words in your post, and make sure that your content has a keyword density for your main keyword nail polish of at least 1 to 2%. 1 to 2% is good. You can go as high as 4%, but anything more than that is called keyword stuffing, and it's not looked favorably by Google or all of the other search engines. Now make sure that see, it's live, so hold on, let me turn that ringer off. There you go, ringer off. Hey, ringer off. Ringer off. Ringer doesn't want to go off, so I'll just kill it completely. There. I've now killed that completely, and now at least you know these videos are live. I'm gonna... Anyway. they'll probably call back because people tend to call back. Anyway, so let's make sure the content contains the keyword in the first 50 to 100 words of your 500 word page or post. So make sure that that happens. Also make sure that the content contains at least one image with a keyword as the alt image tag. So you can put a picture of a bottle of nail polish and make sure that it says the alt tag for that is nail polish. And then also make sure that your content contains at least one bold keyword. So make sure somewhere in there that your keyword is bolded somewhere in the page or the post. Another tip is to make sure the content contains a keyword in the anchor text of at least one external link. So you want to make sure you're going to do that. Also make sure that the content contains a keyword in the anchor text of at least one internal link. So you can put nail polish and link it to some other page within your site. And make sure you do that. So those are about 18 key points that you need to know to make sure that you're optimizing your pages and your posts properly. And then I was speaking yesterday to Scott Bender, who I've talked to quite a bit, and he asked me for something that I thought was interesting. He asked me, is there a way to remove all the dates from the post? Because sometimes content can look stale if you put up an article on what is nail polish and you put it up today, and then 6 months or 8 months down the road, somebody's looking at it and it says it's dated January 23rd, 2013. They're going to think that the site's never updated and there's no information on it. So you need to make sure that you do that, and I found a useful piece of code that you can put into your WordPress site, and it will actually remove all of the post dates automatically, so you'll just have posts. I'll post that link at the end of the video, below the video, so that you can go and take a look at it and add it. And it's very simple. You just go to Appearance, Editor, and in your WordPress admin, you add this bit of code that I'm going to post. It's about 6 lines of code. I'm looking at it now. That you just add into when you go to Appearance, Editor, and then you go into, that's in your WordPress admin, and then you add this to your theme's functions.php file. And then that little bit of code makes it so all of your posts will not show any dates. That's good for lots of people that do lots of sites and don't have time to go back and update content every day on a regular basis. You don't want it to look like it's from 2011 or 2012 like we see on many blogs currently. So that's today's video in a nutshell, and basically, like I said, the topic was how to optimize your posts and pages in WordPress to maximize your SEO value in the search engines. I think I've given you enough to do, and now you know how to go ahead and optimize your pages and posts. So go ahead and do it, and you will find an extreme benefit to you in the rankings as far as search engine optimization goes for on-page SEO. For off-page SEO, you still need to do all the little things that we've talked about before, like get your articles done, get with backlinks, get them submitted, get your videos done, get your press releases done. You know the whole rigmarole. So make sure you continue to do your off-page SEO too. Make sure you get your Facebook and Twitter accounts for your domain names if it's a business you're building, and any other social media network handles that you want. Go ahead, and if it's a site that's your business, don't be afraid to add it to your LinkedIn account if it's a real business, like I did with reputationrepair.com or other sites. But go ahead and do that. Enjoy updating your pages and posts. There are plugins that will do a lot of this for you automatically. I've mentioned it before in another video. Well, it doesn't do it automatically, but it tells you when it's done correctly, and that's Easy WP SEO. I'll have a link to that at the bottom of the video, and it will tell you which things after you've posted, which things still need to be done, and which things you need to do manually. And then you can hit update, and it'll change your page score, and it'll say, okay, now you're 80% done, and you keep going till you get above 90%, and make sure, again, your keyword density is at least 1 to 2%, and it can go as high as 4%. Hope you enjoyed the video, and sorry for the phone interruption. I'll try to make sure it doesn't happen again. Have a great day and have a profitable day. Take care. Bye-bye.